Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to talk about a trans influencer who is basically a rage baiter. Posts inflammatory content, suggestive content with all this innuendo, sometimes even directed towards children.
Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about something super important, what it means to be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both?
Simply to rage bait and to get attention. I'm talking about someone who calls himself Lilly Tino. And this is a male who claims to be transitioning or whatever, had an operation, or claims to have had an operation, feminization procedure on the face, but nobody can tell any difference. And is open about, what stage of transition he's at. So basically, everything is still intact. And yeah, he feels the need to let people know this. And Lilly went to Disney World in Florida and documented the experience of being misgendered at various restaurants, the experience of going into the women's bathroom, taking photos in the women's bathroom, which I'm trying to figure out, is that not illegal? Some of these photos, I see women in the background. So this guy is going around taking photos or selfies in women's bathrooms, because that's what women do. We just take selfies of ourselves in the bathroom, documenting every public bathroom we've been into. Yes, I know people do take selfies of themselves in the mirror or whatever, but we don't document the public bathrooms we go into because it really is not that serious. But for these people, it is. It's the be-all and end-all. Now we have men in the bathroom taking selfies with us in the background. I don't really see why this is overlooked just because the person claims to be a woman.
Made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I guess. But I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me. So I will report back in a minute once I have hopefully tinkled without issue.
3 minutes later.
That went as well as it could have gone. No one gave me any weird looks. Definitely no one stopped me. I walked in, I found a stall. I peed standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. I think, oh, is there someone peeing standing up there? But you know what? I peed standing up and it was fine. And then I washed my hands and I left. And you know what? On my way out from the women's bathroom, I took a quick picture with someone who recognized me, and it was lovely. So overall, Disney World in Florida, 10 out of 10. Women's bathroom experience for trans women, would recommend.
So this is Disney World. People go there with their children, obviously. You can be in the bathroom with your daughter, and he posts, this content acting all innocent. Well, I'm not sure about the rules, but I'm going to try. I'm going to see. If I get stopped, I get stopped. Posting content acting like a victim. Oh no, you misgendered me. I have to leave now. It's a dagger to the heart. I don't feel safe. While at Disney World, while there are children present, this guy thinks it's appropriate to talk about gender reassignment procedures. Using a sausage for the visual effect, for the educational purposes.
I think Disney's going to ban me for this one. My corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog. I do hair removal every week for 2.
Yeah, that's enough of that. The fact that you choose to only do this at an amusement park around kids tells me what I need to know about you. And this is the sort of content this person has been posting for the longest time.
I'm dating someone who turned their cake pops into a donut. This donut is breaking, but you get it.
Lilly Tino at Disney, waiting to be misgendered. No amount of crying over misgendering or having feminization procedures is going to turn this person into a woman, or is going to force people to see him as a woman. It's not going to happen. And then on top of that, you throw in the inappropriate content that this person makes and targets towards children. Obviously, people's guards are going to be up. No amount of playing victim is going to change that, or is going to make people with any sense let their guard down. That's why when we have these people say, oh, let them into the bathroom. Again, when you say somebody can go into the women's bathroom based on identity, that means any man, no matter what his intentions are, can go into the women's bathroom. It completely removes all protection. Even at Disney World, where there are children present. No protection for these young girls, because identity trumps everything, apparently. Even the safety and privacy of women and girls. Lilly Tino admitted to using the women's bathroom at Disney World in Florida and peed while standing up. He bragged that no one stopped him, likely because he's a 6-foot-tall man and uses his platform to intimidate women. He is one of the reasons women don't feel safe. And this guy is intimidating women and harassing women because you're seeking out women's spaces to cause them to be uncomfortable, bragging about it, to say, look, everybody, I can do what I want. I even pee standing up. I'm not even trying. You're going around, clearly walking around like a man, the man that you are, and bragging about going into the women's bathroom. Who takes selfies in multiple women's bathrooms? Who reviews public toilets? Who does that? Ranking every women's bathroom at Disney World. Animal Kingdom entry, 3 out of 10. Someone gave me a weird look when I walked in, which felt icky. No, a man over 6 feet, wearing a crop top, walking into the women's bathroom is what feels icky, to say the least. Tiffin's restaurant, 2 out of 10, got misgendered right before this pic. So the vibe was off. Nobody cares. Or I was going to look at this person who's seeking out to be misgendered as a victim because somebody politely says, sir. Instinctively, because our mouths usually follow what our eyes tell us. This man went into bathrooms in Disney World and took photos of women. He is flaunting the fact that he can get away with invading women's private spaces because everyone is too afraid to confront him. Why promote him? He isn't even trans. This is his grift and he's making money from these vids. What do you mean he's not trans? He's a man who claims to be a woman. That's all trans means. Someone said, oh, they're just trying to take a cute picture. Who cares? He's just a guy taking cute pictures, showing strangers in a ladies' room. No big deal. He wants the confrontation. That's better content for him. I wish the police could step in and arrest him. And that's exactly what should happen when there's men going into women's bathrooms and harassing women, taking photos, invading their privacy, bragging about it. And this is in Florida. But of course, it's Disney World, so we know how woke that company is. And here we go, harassing restaurant workers.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. My bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom or the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. It just totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately leave because I no longer feel safe here. It's oh, my guard now has to be up.
It doesn't matter, though, whether women feel safe. When this dude walks into the bathroom and is taking photos, that doesn't matter, though, does it? But a member of staff being polite and referring to him as sir is just so egregious. Ridiculous.
I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore. Just because they apologize doesn't mean he doesn't feel sad or offended. Yeah. Exactly, right? If you've accidentally ever hurt someone and say, I'm so sorry, it was an accident, do you expect them to be oh, it was an accident? Of course. No problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone. That's not how it works.
Sorry about what happened.
It's okay.
And what did the person do that was so hurtful? called him sir. Nah, nobody's buying that anymore. I don't even believe this person is genuinely hurt. This is just making content, and this is just playing victim, seeking out being misgendered, because that member of staff was very polite, very respectful, and even apologized. So yeah, you're not a victim. And then wasted all that food.
About what happened?
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on me too, so
You don't. Are you sure?
you're good. Yeah.
Thank you
Sorry
very
about
much.
that.
I appreciate it. Thank
Causing all this disruption. But yet you can go into the women's bathroom. You can ignore the fact that women feel uncomfortable. You could ignore the fact that women don't feel safe, because this is what women are saying about men entering into their bathroom. Imagine not feeling safe because somebody politely refers to you as sir. But women are supposed to be perfectly fine with a man entering into their bathroom. And if they feel unsafe, that doesn't matter, because women feeling uncomfortable is not a reason to not be welcoming. Women feeling uncomfortable and feeling unsafe are told that it doesn't matter. But using he, him pronouns for somebody who is male, that matters, and that's dangerous. See how things have been flipped? Taking away protections for little girls in the women's bathroom, taking away that protection is perfectly fine. But misgendering, quote unquote, is not. Very misogynistic, an absolute mockery of women and girls, and the genuine concerns that we have. The feelings of an entitled male is more important than the safety of women and girls. This person represents that and is capitalizing off of that as well.
Now,
I've
can
said
you
this
imagine
before.
if a mother was in there in the stall and she sees like everyone's feet are forward, and then you see one
Backwards feet.
manly feet with like Birkenstocks and hairy toes and long toenails, and
I
you're like,
imagine-
what the hell is in there?
I imagine more like Crocs with like pride flag.
You're probably right.
Bejeweling.
You're probably
It's
right.
definitely Crocs. These people
It's
wear
Crocs.
Crocs.
So he's going into the women's room to flex that he can go in there as a man around a whole bunch of children and pee standing up to flex his womanhood. I'm sorry, did I miss the message?
We should be aware that this is still going on, and there are people determined to be defiant and to say that I can go into these spaces, I don't care about how you feel, whether you feel unsafe. And they can even go as far as to brag about it and even monetize it. So all this does is give women even more cause for concern, especially women going into the bathroom with their daughters. Maybe you might want to rethink going to Disney World when anybody can just walk into the women's bathroom, clearly. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, and God willing, I will see you in the next video.